When did you get back from Beijing? I gotta know. Ooh, Molly, are you stuck in nostalgia like me? I wanna know.
There you go. All right. So I am going to be showing you guys how to convert a an extended magazine for 45 and convert it into 10 millimeter. So let me first open this up. And my cute little daughter is recording the video.
Hello.
So I got SGM Tactical, as you see there, Glock 45, and this is the magazine. Now, the 45 magazine.
You did actually see the magazine that you were showing out.
Oh, that's okay. We'll show them again. We'll show them again later on. Now, the 45 magazines naturally fit in to a 10 millimeter Glock. As you see here, I have a 10 millimeters, a Glock 40 Moss, G40 Moss, the big boy, Glockzilla is what they call it. And so either or. So if you went with the Glock 41, which is the 45 of the long slide 45, or if you went Glock 30 and Glock 29, those are both the subcompact versions. The 30 being the subcompact version of the 45, the 29 being the subcompact version of the 10 millimeter. All their mags interchange. You can put a 10 millimeter mag in a 45 and it'll lock in. You know, this is a 45, this is a 10. You'll see it, you know, lock in. When I pull it back, it'll naturally catch on by itself. It locks in. When I hit the button, it'll fall straight out. They all interchange with each other. Same way 9 millimeter and 40 does. Same way 45 and 10 millimeter does. So, in order to make this work, what has to happen is the only difference really is the fact that 45 is a wider bullet, of course, so the lips are wider. So all we really need to do is close these lips in so that it holds the 10 millimeter. Voila, we're done. It works. You do have to be careful about this back piece because that will bulge out this way. And if it does, then when you go to drop the magazine, it won't drop by itself. You'll have to pull it out. You have to force it out like that. And so anyway, that's what we have to do. I have one magazine now actually already being held by vice grips. And so what I'll do is I'll take my vice grips, I'll, you know, clonk it in. Pay attention, honey.
Okay.
It'll clonk it in, and I'll just lock it there, and I'll leave it there for like 20 minutes or something like that. Then I'll undo it, and you know, get another area, get another place here. It's very important to get the back. That's very important to make sure that back is you know, pushed in like that. Now come here a little closer here, honey. I want them to see this. Make sure they can see this. If you look right here, that's the piece I'm talking about. When you close in on that, this piece, you know, it has nowhere to go, so it'll bulge out this way, or inwards. It's always bulged out this way for me though. And so that's what you got to be careful of. And so I'm going to go ahead.
I also painted his nails.
I'm going to, yes, my nails are green because my daughter painted them. So you're going to
Get him a makeover.
I'm going to go ahead and push that in just like that. And then I can just keep doing that on all around it. Boom, just like that. And now that's a good grip actually, and you can see it bulging out the back. If you can see that, make sure they can see it, honey. It's bulging out the back right there. Okay, and that's what you got to be careful about. Now it's going to do that though. I mean, that's just what you're going to get. It's part of you know, it sucks. I mean, they don't make mags for the 10 millimeter right now. The only other way to do it is the Chris. You back up just a little bit, baby. There you go. The only other way to do it is there's the Chris extensions for 45. And what happens is you would have to have your 45 mag or your 10 millimeter mag, and they have the Chris extension. You put your mag through it, and it already has the spring there. It's like $35, something like that, 40 bucks. And but for the 10 millimeter, you would have to get a Dremel and drill the bottom part of the mag. Basically, you would remove this and then go on the inside here and drill around and you know, just slim it up, and then it would work with the Chris extensions. But that's more expensive, and you have to use one of your you know, magazines. This way it's much easier. You just have to deal with the fact that you know, it won't drop straight out of your magazine. It's going to be a little sticky. I don't know if that can see me, honey, if you're not paying attention to what's there. You see, you gotta pay attention, honey. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay, honey. So and then when I let go of it, you can see that it kind of went back, and that's okay, you know, as long as this thing gets trained to be enclosed. I already have one that's done that I can show you guys a sample of, but yeah, I'm just constantly doing that here all around it, and
Looks like it's broken.
and it exactly, that's right, honey, it looks like it's broken, but it's not. It's not broken. Let me widen this up real quick. Hold on just a moment.
It's their first time filming right now, right? This is their first time.
So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing in on that back piece that bulges out. I'm pushing in on that, just putting a little strength to it, push it back in, and then that way I go back to closing these in. And you just gotta kind of keep doing that. You gotta push here, push here, push here, push here, and just keep going back and forth until you get the right, you know, the right levels, and then you're good to go. Let's see here.
This is their first time filming, isn't it?
Boom. Now that's a good one because it closed in a lot. It almost looked like it's broken, but when I release that, it's going to be in a good spot. So that's just kind of, you know, part of the game. And so actually, let me grab a bullet and see where we're at so far. And then you just test it with a few bullets. And your test isn't one bullet. Your test is going to be lots of bullets. You want to fill the thing up with your spring, the spring tension forcing up on it. And I hold it there for I'll set it up somewhere, and I'll set it there for 2 days straight. If it doesn't pop out after 2 days, we know it's holding. It's strong enough. And so, anyway. All right, so we are finished. Come over here so they can see what it looks like. It's pushed in there a decent amount. Okay. The back here, you can see it bulged a little bit, but not too much. I got that pushed in. I got the perfect amount. I got the perfect radius of, you know, it being pushed in this way and in this way. You know, I got the perfect balance is the word I'm looking for, radius. I got the perfect balance going back and forth here. And so we're going to test it out by filling it up with rounds and see what happens here. So this is the
Look at all the bullets you got there.
first bullet here, and here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Daddy,
6.
tell them the amount that you're gonna put in the
I'm going to put in 30 bullets.
30 bullets. Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Okay, halfway full. Doesn't look like it wants to pop out anytime soon. Looks good.
I think that was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Are you sure you have enough?
Yes, I'm sure. Now, the thing about these mags is they're actually made to hold 24 rounds of 45. And of course, because 45 is bigger than 10 millimeter, it's going to hold more 10 millimeter rounds than it would 45, obviously. So, boom. Do we have one more here? There's this one here. And a top guy here. And I think that's 30. If it's not, it's like 20, 27, 30, something like that. And you see it holding. I'm sure I can put more in here. I'll put 2 more in. Okay. Let's just go 2 more.
We are downstairs.
I felt like you didn't want to take another one. I think that might be it. Let's see. Yep, that's it. It didn't want to take any more. So that's 30 right there, and it's holding. It's holding very well. As you see, it's not trying to pop out. It's holding. So that's how you convert 45. Oh, let me show you the function process before we end this. Where's my
Please don't end this. This is a very good video.
gun? Hold on, honey.
It's right there.
Oh. Okay, so boom. And so that goes in, and we're going to keep the gun pointed in a direction where we're not worried about anything over here. There's no room over there. That's just outside, so we know that everything is safe. So I'm going to drop the slide forward. It went in. And I'm just going to cycle a few so you see that it actually cycles. So
Really?
it went through. Keep it focused, honey. Okay. Okay. So it cycles through, and I've shot these before plenty of times. So and take it out, and it's still holding, and get that last one. Don't worry. There we go. And there we go. And it works. Thank you.
We're downstairs.